The morning after you wound a powerful man, the office feels smaller. Dale had the radiator hissing and the coffee going, same as any Tuesday. But the rain on the window sounded like somebody's knuckles, and the phone hadn't stopped looking at me since 9.
There's a woman on the line. Wouldn't give me a name, wouldn't give me a number. Says it's personal. They all say it's personal right before they make it my problem.
Tell her the detective's out saving the city.
I tried that. She used your name. Your real one. Then she told me about the key and the address that wrote a man's name in where a black mark used to be. She said you'd know who was talking. I didn't like how she said it.
Nobody had that. The key, the address, the name underneath. Nobody living but Flynn, Brogan, and the woman who'd handed it all over and walked into the fog. The operative. Back in the city when the city was the last place on earth she could afford to be.
She left a place and a time. Midnight. And she said, "Tell him if he doesn't come, I'm already dead." Then the line went quiet before I could get another word in.
Dale set the receiver down soft, the way you set down something you're afraid to wake. The radiator kept hissing, the coffee kept going, but the room had gone a few degrees colder than the rain outside, and we both knew it. Some appointments you don't keep because you want to. You keep them because a dead woman asked you nicely. She was waiting in a doorway off the alley, out of the rain, the way trouble always finds a dry place to stand. Last time I saw this woman, she was crying for a man she'd never loved, and I bought every tear. Tonight there was nothing in her face I had to pay for, just the look a rabbit gets when it finally hears the dogs.
Don't say it. Whatever it is, you've earned it. And I haven't got the hour to stand here while you collect. I know what I did to you. I'm not here to take it back.
That's a new color on you. The truth. What happened to the angle, sweetheart? You always had an angle.
The angle's gone. I taught his people how to find a person who doesn't want to be found. Every trick, every door, every friend they lean on. And now I'm the person. And I can hear my own lessons coming up the street behind me.
So you want money, a name, a boat.
I want the last train out, and one honest man between me and the platform. That's all. There's a midnight on the coastline, the slow one, the one nobody important rides. Walk me to it. Stand where you can see my back. Whatever I owe you, this favor's real. I've got nothing left to play you for.
Midnight. The slow train. A woman who'd lied to me with her whole body asking me to guard it with mine. I should have laughed and let the rain have her, but she'd told me the truth about one thing, and she knew it better than anyone alive. In this city, the man at the top finds everyone, eventually. The only question she was really asking was whether he found her before the train did. Frankie Slim ran a pool hall the way a man runs a fever, sweating, twitching, hoping it breaks before morning. The felt was worn to canvas, and the lights hummed like they had a grudge. I found him racking a table nobody was going to play, which meant he was waiting on somebody. Tonight, that somebody was me.
Detective. Jeez, you walk in quiet, you know that? Make a guy jump. Listen, whatever it is, I'm clean. I'm clean as a whistle. I've been right here all night. Ask the 8-ball.
Easy, Frankie. I just need to know how a man gets to the railway station these days without bumping into the wrong company. The big man's people, where are they sitting? Which streets are theirs after dark?
The station? Why's a guy ask me about the station? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, his boys are thick on Harbor and Vine. They got the cab stand sewed up the whole block. You want clean? You take the long way, down past the cannery. Nobody watches the cannery except the rats.
That's worth something. Here, buy yourself a better grade of nerves.
Hey, yeah, okay, thanks, that's real generous. You're a prince. A guy walking a certain lady to a certain train, he's gonna need a friend, right? And word is, she's worth a whole season's pay to the fella that points the finger. A season's pay detective for a name, for a face out a window. Anyway, would you look at the time? I got a thing. A fella to see about a thing. You stay, finish the table, it's on the house. I swear on my mother, I gotta go.
He was out the side door before the bills cooled in his pocket. I'd come to buy a quiet road to the station, and instead I'd told a weasel exactly what the wolves wanted to hear. A season's pay. That's all she was worth in this town now. And Frankie was already running to collect a piece of it. Union Station at midnight smelled like wet coal and other people's goodbyes. She'd named the hour and the platform herself, and I'd kept the meat because a woman running from the man at the top doesn't get a second train. 40 feet to the last car. I'd walked longer odds, I'd never walked them faster.
Don't slow down. Don't look at the gate. Don't look at anyone. Just keep your hand where it is and get me to that car. Once the doors close, I was never here, and neither were you.
20 feet. There's a porter at the step who hasn't moved to take a bag all night, and 2 gentlemen by the pillar who came to the station without luggage and without anywhere to go.
They're set. They're already set. That's not chance. Somebody called ahead. Walk faster. Whatever happens, you keep walking. You hear me? You were never...
It happened in the steam, the way the bad things always do. A shoulder, a hand over a mouth, the dark between 2 cars opening like a drawer and closing again. By the time I turned, she was gone, and the crowd just kept moving, the way a river moves around a stone. The last train out pulled away with her seat sitting empty. And that was the tell. A railroad runs to the clock, and that clock had read midnight a minute and a half ago. The train had waited. Trains don't wait for a missing fare, not in this town. They wait when somebody pays the conductor to hold the door open exactly long enough. She hadn't stumbled onto that platform. Somebody had sold it to her by the foot and signed the receipt in steam. The last L of the night doesn't stop for anybody. It just slows down enough to remind you the city's still moving, then leaves you on the platform with the rain and your own bad ideas. I'd been sitting on that cold bench long enough to stop feeling it. I knew she was gone before anyone said the word. You learn the shape of a thing like that. It arrives early, like a bill.
Figured I'd find you up here, freezing to death and calling it thinking. They pulled her out at low tide this morning. It's her. I won't make you go look.
Somebody handed them the spot. She didn't leave a trail a man could follow, not unless he was sold it.
Sold it for a season's pay. A little weasel of a man who swears on a mother nobody's ever met. You know the one. There's exactly one stoolie in this town who had that to sell. And we're both too tired to say his name out loud.
He'd sell the rope and charge you for the knot.
This is the knife, son. I told Flynn, a bleeding man, reaches for the knife, and the wounded one finally reached. She's not the bill. She's the down payment he put on it. A man like that, he likes to show you he can pay. So, you go on home and you ask yourself the only question left. The next name he crosses off that list of his, is it the reporter's or is it yours? Because it's one of the two, and I'm too old to pretend it's neither.
Then Brogan turned up his collar and walked off down the platform, an honest man carrying a truth too heavy to put down. He left me the rain, the empty track, and the question. A woman had bought her way out of one ledger and paid into another, and somewhere uptown a wounded man was running a clean finger down a list of names, Flynn's or mine, deciding which one cost him less to cross out.